Dear students, welcome to the second week of the course on Information Sources, Systems and Services. You were introduced to the Information Sources, Systems and Services concept and need for information during the first week, wherein you learnt about the need for information sources, systems and services. This week you will learn about the types of information sources. The sources from where we get information are called information sources, and these comprise of documents, human beings, institutions, as well as mass media like radio and television. The sources of information are broadly classified as documentary sources and non-documentary sources. All recorded sources of information, irrespective of their content and form, come under the documentary sources. These may be published or unpublished, in print or in electronic form. Documentary sources can be categorized as primary, secondary, and tertiary sources on the basis of appearance of information. The very first that appear are primary, which are followed by secondary sources, and lastly the tertiary sources. In primary sources, information appears first. Secondary sources come out next, and tertiary sources are the last to appear. The non-documentary sources of information, on the other hand, can be defined as those sources and resources of information that are not contained in any document. The non-documentary sources are usually formal and informal sources of information. And lastly, thirdly, the sources for current information. These are contemporary sources that have been created, published, or updated recently enough to be considered up to date. For current information needs, one may not always require latest information, as many times information users may require retrospective resources. You will learn characteristics and types of information sources and be able to list various types of sources which are primary, secondary and tertiary sources of information.